Taking a look at the widespread alerts across the United States here, you can see we have still bitterly cold temperatures throughout much of the southern, northern, and eastern United States here. Basically everywhere you look here with wind chill advisories, warnings, watches, as well as winter storm warnings and advisories all the way from the southeast getting up into the eastern mid-Atlantic here. And as we go northward into Maine, we might have some winter weather advisories and perhaps maybe a couple winter storm warnings, maybe even a couple winter storm watches still to note on in New York. But other than that, we have a storm to time out here. So let's time the storm out here. As we go into the rest of the overnight hours here, we're likely going to continue to see an intensifying southwesterly flow with this. This is likely going to provoke the mix of rain and snow here. A widespread area of heavy, moderate to at least heavy mix possible there. We might need to watch for some slushy accumulations down there. Maybe some travel inconveniences perhaps. And as we head into this time frame, this is something to watch here. We may get a potential nor'easter type system here, moving it over here as we head into this time frame. Note that we have these two pieces of energy right here. All right, these two may combine, and when they do, it's likely going to create the potential for a nor'easter, hence the winter storm watches and the winter weather advisories up here in Maine right here. Looks like it's going to drop north as we head into this time frame, or drive north as we head into this time frame with mixed and perhaps moderate to heavy snow, and we might need to watch that closely because that may bring some healthy snowfall accumulations to perhaps Maine and maybe even portions of New England, hence the winter weather alerts. But we have another storm to time out there, not really just that nor'easter that we're going to have. We're likely going to have ample storm systems here. This is the European model's trends here, and then I'll show you the GFS. Note that we get some backing snow here in portions of the Ohio Valley and the Northeast. This European model has been trending more intense with this snow system here, perhaps a full-on blowout winter storm. Though I don't know if it's going to be this widespread, but we're just going to have to wait and see here. Looks like it could bring some shovelable snow to perhaps Maine and portions of the Northeast. But watch at this next storm system coming along here as it drops south as we go into Thursday here. Our lake shores here, the Great Lakes, Lake Erie, Lake Ontario, and also Lake Huron, very active as we head into that time frame. But watch as this little storm starts to intensify here. Might be talking snowstorm for portions of the Ohio Valley getting up into the Northeast here. Something to watch as we go into late week here, and then watch this reinforcing shot of cold air that moves in behind that there. Might be talking about another round of perhaps 3 to 6 inches of snow widespread for this whole entire area. Might be talking perhaps a snowstorm with that one as well. But what I find concerning is the one beyond this here. This is still in between the 10-day period. Look at these two pieces of energy that look to merge as we go into this time frame here. Might be talking significant severe weather if this comes together in the south here. Maybe a winter storm to the north here. Might need to watch how this trends here. We might get some thunderstorms abnormally northward as we head into this time frame. That's really going to be something to keep an eye on here. That we have more snow on the western side, but still many storm systems to watch here. That is why we're also going to track our temperatures here, because this one has a lot of moisture. But let's take a look at the GFS guidance with this. All right, so taking a look at the GFS guidance with this here, we already took a look at the Euro model here. It's a little less intense with the snow here, but all indication here, the Euro model and the GFS have a good handling in agreement that there's going to be some sort of snowstormy type system That's going to bring like a nor'easter up the northeast in the next couple days. So that's just going to be something to keep an eye on here. It's actually tomorrow night. We might need to watch that very closely. That still trends lake effect into portions of the Great Lakes region, and that it intensifies the system a lot more with maybe the heaviest snow in Tennessee and Kentucky, rather not Ohio and Pennsylvania here. But watch as this next system comes along here. It shows it completely attached here. Now, the Euro model shows two different waves. We're going to have to see if this connects. If one system connects with the other, this could be a full-on winter storm and widespread and big snowfall. However, if the two pieces of energy don't connect, we may have more snowfall like the Euro model is stating. So that's going to just be something to watch and see how it trends. That's all we can really do as we head into that time frame. But going into the Sunday period here, you can see the GFS trends lake effect in Lake Ontario here, and then that trends that next system northward here with thunderstorms abnormally north here, perhaps severe weather in the south. That's going to be something to keep an eye on as well here. This was same thing 10 days out here. But yeah, GFS and Euro model have really good agreement that these systems are both going to be very intense, and they will actually bring big snows to areas that actually I've noticed haven't gotten much. So that's just going to be something to keep an eye on there. And then we get the rain and maybe some thunderstorms abnormally north. So that's going to be something to watch as well. Both the Euro and the GFS are agreeing on that. So watch out, Ohio Valley, Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Tennessee, obviously the Southeast, and maybe even West Virginia. Watch out for those thunderstorms as we go into maybe next Thursday here. All right, this is 10 days out, so things are bound to change with this. But I'm just saying, keep an eye on this, and we're going to see if this trends southward or it trends northward. Do areas that haven't gotten snow get snow from this, or do we stay thunderstormy in the north? That is very uncertain right now, but that's definitely on here right now signaling that storms could be as far north as Kentucky. So that's just going to be something to keep an eye on there. The instability gradient is not high as of right now, but there is at least a little in Kentucky and Ohio. So that's going to be something to watch as well. And the southeast blows up, so we're going to potentially have to really watch and see how this trends, because this could potentially be a serious event for the southeast. Again, a lot to unpack with this. However, we're not going to do into too much detail right now. But what I find is very certain is that we stay cold until that storm system comes through. All right, obviously bringing very warm air abnormally north. So that's going to be something to keep an eye on. But let's trend these temperatures here. You can see the wind chill stuff all follow this white area right here, all right? And perhaps these blue areas right there. That is a gigantic blast of Arctic cold air. And that's going to continue slamming into much of the northern and eastern tier of the United States. But watch how that next system starts to trend along. It brings another reinforcing shot of cold air. That's what I was saying before on the Euro and GFS, is that this system earlier or later, depending on which model is right, the GFS or Euro, definitely signifies that we could have another shot of cold air, and it's likely going to stay. That's the issue here, and it's likely going to be a problem for this entire area right here. Primarily in this area, the white area, but we could have problems all in this blue and red area as well with bitter cold temperatures, perhaps going into early next week. But as we go into this time frame, notice at the time frame we start to get this southerly flow in here. And this is the beginning of our concern with the thunderstorms northward here. Notice on the 23rd, we may have 50-degree temperatures as far north as southeast Ohio. So that's just going to be something to watch out for. We trend 40s as we go into that time frame, but watch that little plume of moisture. All right, told you it would go as far north as Kentucky here with this system. We may get it a little bit further north, so just because it's not showing here, may go like this like it's showing, or it might go like this, or maybe even like this, which is the rarest way possible. However, the second and first one is going to be something to watch out for. Perhaps maybe some early season thunderstorms. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. That's all I had for you. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm Severe Storm Filmer. Have a wonderful rest of your night.